Pisces. Hi, guys. Welcome to your June reading. We're going to get to the shuffling because the energy right now is so stagnant. Mercury went direct on Friday and is square and now retrograde Saturn. So things are feeling, things are feeling pretty restricted, especially in the mind, and that's fine. It's, you're supposed to be on pause right now. You're supposed to be like, if you feel like you can't get things accomplished right now, there's a reason for it. There's this, it's time for you to start manifesting and looking in different directions and not taking the fast approach. Like, don't make decisions right now just because you're feeling like you need to get out. You need to, like, it feels like you want to run away. Like, I get that. I totally understand. But making those rash decisions right now are actually going to show you in the future making those rash decisions are going to show you lessons in the future that you're going to have to come back around to. Just getting messages like crazy for you guys. Okay. Eight of Swords was the first card that came out. And then we have the Magician. And then we have the King of Cups, which is your energy. Then we have the Six of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. And here's the thing is you want things to move faster than they are right now, or you want things to change faster than they are right now. A lot of times when we place ourselves in restrictive emotions or restrictive feelings, we don't recognize that, like, where we currently are in our life, we're still learning lessons there. We still need to be there. And one of those lessons might be for you to have faith, to get out of your head and get into your heart and have a little bit more faith for yourself and have faith that things are lining up the way that they're supposed to. Making decisions out of desperation means that you regret where you are right now. It means that you have made probably decisions in the past. You've probably stayed in something a little longer than you should have. When we're feeling really, really restrictive, it can be super, super hard to get out of that restriction because we beat ourselves up. The Eight of Swords is an illusion, totally an illusion, because you're not actually trapped. The Eight of Swords is a self-imposed imprisonment of the mind. It's very 12th house energy, and you are very 12th house energy. But she's blindfolded, and what she doesn't realize because of that blindfold is that there is a space here that she can just walk right out of. And those ropes aren't even tied very hard around her, right? So it's just an illusion that you feel trapped. The illusion of feeling trapped means you're being triggered by whatever is in your environment, and you're feeling restricted by whatever's in your environment because the trapped feeling is going on within. But there's something triggering you as well. So then we have the Magician and we have the King of Cups. The Magician energy could either be a Virgo, a Gemini, or a Sagittarius person in your life, but I actually feel like this is you. I feel like the reason why you feel so restricted is because you're like, I just have stuff I want to manifest. I have stuff that I want to do, and I just feel like I can't do it. I feel like I'm in a space that I can't do it. I feel like I'm in an environment just doesn't feel very conducive to my creative abilities. And so the Six of Swords is saying, I need something easier. I need something better. I need to allow myself. But the thing is the Six of Swords, they're swords. It's all about moving to that easier spot in your mind first. Because even if you're allowing the outside sources to trigger you, you can control all of that for yourself. You can control the way those triggers happen. You can control the way you react to those triggers. You can control the amount of peace and suffering or the amount of pain. Suffering or non-suffering, it's your choice. The Nine of Swords with the Eight of Wands. So things will they're going to open up. And allowing yourself to remember that the restriction is a temporary place on purpose. The restriction is showing you it's showing you how to slow down. It's showing you how to come back to yourself. It's showing you how to get out of your own way by pivoting. And the more you allow yourself to ease your mind through it, and how do you do that? Well, you have to become aware that all of the things that are trying to control you and all of the things that are trying to keep you restricted are actually things that have less importance than what you're giving them. Some of that is just a belief of the person that we have to be for other people. Sometimes that's, we don't make changes in our lives because we're so wrapped around this idea that if we screw up, then we're going to ruin everybody else's lives too. But what if that wasn't the case? What if you're actually manifesting a journey for yourself where you are listening to your heart and making decisions based on your best interest and the best interest for everybody around you? Doesn't that sound so much nicer than just rushing into something because it makes us feel like we need to run away? Or rushing out of something because it makes us feel like we want to run away? That Eight of Swords will quickly get you into the Nine of Swords the more you let it fester, the more you make yourself sit within those thoughts in your mind. The funny thing is we may not be able to control everything on the outside of us, but we can control everything that's happening on the inside of us. And this can actually cease to exist. The Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords, which is funny because you would think this is a Virgo reading with all of these swords here. This is fighting with yourself. You think you're fighting with everybody else on the outside, but in reality, at the end of the day, the only person left that you're fighting with is you. Nobody else is going to be able to change your life. Nobody else is going to be able to shift things. So allowing yourself to make the decisions that you need to make, and that means setting yourself up for success. When the energy opens, when you start feeling things, we have a full moon in Sagittarius about mid-month, and that is going to close out so many chapters for you when it comes to just that work environment. Okay, So we're going to clarify all of these in the extended, and we're going to look further into the astrology as well. June is not going to be a dramatically cosmic month, but June is going to give us a lot of opportunities to make decisions before chaos begins to resume again in the cosmos. So you've got to find time to center yourself every single day. A Pisces energy without boundaries is mass chaos. A Pisces energy without that grounded nature is going to be chaotic. Just period. It's going to be. So giving yourself permission to take time outs, giving yourself permission to be grounded at the beginning of the day. Don't just get up and go straight for that cup of coffee. Get up and pause and reflect and give yourself 5 moments. Don't think about the day during those 5 moments. Don't think about all the things that you have to get done. Just think about that moment, that pause, and reflect for yourself, because you have a lot of opportunities to change things for yourself this month in big ways. And if you're not allowing yourself the grounded nature to make those decisions, you'll make them, you're not going to get into an easier space by making decisions on a whim. I've done that before. It's not fun. Trust me. I love you guys. See you in the extended.